Hi, I just felt like I had to make a little video and a statement because I, on my Facebook page, shared a BitChute video by the Computing Forever guy and a BitChute video by Naughty Beaver. And I got quite heavily attacked by people saying that I shouldn't be sharing anti-Semitic and racist videos. And I was like, well, these videos aren't. One by Computing Forever guy was talking about the lady who said in 2019 that the planned pandemic was coming, and the Naughty Beaver one was all about the Pope and Nostradamus. So these weren't anti-Semitic or racist, either of these. In fact, Computing Forever guy is a Christian guy, and I'm pretty sure he's not a racist or an anti-Semitic. And Naughty Beaver, he loves everybody. Doesn't matter what you are. And I do too, you know, you're all souls. It's the souls that are important. Doesn't matter what colour your skin is or what race you are or religion. What's important is the person that's inside you and what your essence is and how you are. So I was a bit stunned and shocked to have people insinuating that I'm a racist when I'm not. And obviously these people wouldn't watch the videos I'd posted. They just immediately went, no, BitChute's not the kind of video channel you should be watching. Also, they're people that aren't like me, don't think the same way as I do anyway. And I understand many people are scared by everything that's happened and are obviously following the narrative. If they want to, that's up to them. But I won't have anything forced upon me. I won't have any views forced upon me. I definitely won't have the jibby-dabby-doo-dah forced upon me. Well, it'd have to be. It's the only way I'd get it, because there's no way I'm going to go and volunteer for it. You know, to me, this is a spiritual battle that's going on. But I have a concern, as many other people are saying, and I've been thinking this for a while, and I didn't really want to say it on a video, but I'm going to now, that it's going to turn into a nasty battle of, well, it's definitely a war on spirituality, but I think those that are following the narrative are going to start using the mental health issues on people like myself, that we're not mentally right, that we don't fit in with society, and we're not following the planned agenda. And that obviously people like me are, because we're not following the narrative, we're not helping everybody go back to normality. Well, there never will be a normality again. Things are never going to be the same as they were. I've always been one that stuck up for my own rights, for everybody else's rights. I very strongly believe in freedom of speech. You know, a lot of things I don't agree with, but that person has the right to speak out if it's something I'm not into. You know, I have to listen to their points of view as well. Hopefully sensibly debate it. I can't change people's minds that have fixed views, but I like to think that I am able to change my views over things. But as this shit show continues, I just become more and more adamant and strongly believe that this spiritual war is all about our souls. And it's concerning me how many people aren't concerned about their soul and just want their normal life back. And as I've said, normal life is not coming back. Things are going to be different forever. I don't really understand how, or can figure out a plan of how governments can go back on what's happened. And what was it someone saying? How can they backpedal their way out of this so that things do go back to normal? It's like they've put themselves in quite a situation. They've put everybody into a fear factor to such a point that I don't get how they're going to come out of it. And it's really perplexing me. Because they can't just suddenly say, everything's over, the plague has gone, you don't have to do anything anymore, you can come out of your houses. It's not as easy as that, is it? Because, I don't know, maybe they will. Maybe that will work that way. If they just did a big announcement saying this is over and everyone can come back out, you don't need to wear your silly masks anymore, blah, 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 maybe people will fall for it. Or will do it. Fall for it, maybe that's the wrong way to say it. Maybe that's the only way to get people to go back to a life that's in some way sane. But I do not like this name calling. Do not like being accused of being something I am not. But this is something, sorry, this is what I was meaning to get at, and I was going off on a tangent. Rudolf Steiner says that there will be a war against everyone against everyone. And that feels like that's what's happening. We're all being turned against each other. And how does that end? If everyone's turning against each other because everyone's not happy with what everyone else is doing, you know, there is the big divide already of those that follow the narrative and those that don't. So that's one big divide that's coming. Then there are those that are jabby-dabby-doo-dah and those that aren't. That's going to be another problem. Then there are those that have the different ideas of what's really going on and what's not going on, and whether it's a spiritual battle, a psychological battle, or whether it's just, you know, crazy people trying to bring in a new world order, or whether it's just the end times. Maybe it is an end times. I've said this before. This could be the end of a cycle that's happening for humanity. But name calling isn't going to help these things. And I'm having to really, you know, obviously I forgive these people for saying these things about me and having these judgments. Obviously they're too programmed to see. It does make me laugh when people tell me BitChute's an anti-Semitic, racist channel. Well, if you look at Facebook, that's got a lot of white supremacist groups on it. Supposedly it's meant to have been cleared up, which would have been great if it has. But not just that, there's other very dark groups on there. Not that I'm a member of any of them, but I did my research and looked into the reports of what Facebook had been trying to do to clear their system of them kind of groups. And there's a lot of other dark stuff going on in other social media sites, including YouTube probably. I bet they've got a few dark channels going on, doing stuff that I would definitely not agree with. You know, even though I believe in freedom of speech, obviously hate speech is wrong. Being a racist is wrong because we're all humans, we're all souls, we're all essences. Shouldn't matter what colour our skin is, shouldn't matter what religion we're into, shouldn't matter what gender we are. We should all be accepting each other for what we are as a human being and working with them, with that person, and treating them as a fellow human being. Though it can be quite difficult when there seems to be so many soulless people out there. So I just thought I had to do this statement because I don't want to be tarnished with these kind of views. I'm not anti-anything really, except for perhaps anti-stupidity. But I don't really know how to stop stupidity that goes on in other people and myself. I make stupid remarks sometimes. Sometimes my mouth opens without me even thinking about it. But you know, I think everybody is a son or a daughter of the divine source. And that's what's important. And that's what we should be working towards. Though at times I do wonder if the dark forces have not managed to get in and plant a few of their own. Or maybe, as Steiner says, demons can take over people and manipulate them, possess them quite subtly. People aren't aware that they're being taken over. And apparently it happens at quite a young age. And it's very difficult for people to give up their demons. As it says in the Bible, you know, if you do an exorcism on someone without their permission, without them wanting to be cleared of their demons, another 7 demons will come in, because demons will come back to that source, you know, that feeding ground. So we all have to fight the demons that are within us and without us, and outside us, I should say. But I suppose I'm recommending Reed Steiner and such like, and Gurdjieff, that talk about all this craziness that's happening. And watch out for the war of everyone against everyone. It'd be nice if we can try and stop it happening, and instead have an enlightening, peaceful, loving revelation go across the universe to help all us humans and the planet. The planet needs positive, uplifting vibrations from us all. So thanks for listening to my little statement. Sorry that I felt that I had to say it, but it's getting really ridiculous on my Facebook page, and I'm worrying that people are going to misunderstand what I've been trying to say and do. All because I put up a nice video all about Christianity, but from the wrong platform, apparently. Anyway, love and peace to you all. Keep your souls fresh and clean. Watch out for the demonics. Call for the angels. Find God. Nothing else matters. Adios.